morning. It's Belinda from My Style Journey. This morning I'm going to be sorting through my bathroom. I've made a decision to declutter a room in my home, or an area of my home, let's put it that way. Maybe not a whole room, because a room can be quite daunting and I don't want to be overwhelmed by these tasks. I want to actually be successful. I've given myself the whole year to declutter my entire home. So I hope you'll come along with me on this journey. I'm going to be very candid, very open and very honest as I show you my bathroom. And I'll show you what I did last year when I did my makeup declutter, and you can see if I've kept up with that. So let's get started. I'm starting with my dressing table. This is my makeup brushes. One of my daughters gave me a set of makeup brushes for Christmas and I immediately got rid of about 6 brushes. I think you can see that I haven't really added much to this collection. I've been quite wise in keeping this minimal. These are my perfumes. Obviously, as I use perfumes, I change them up. I've just put this here. It just works because I use the Q-tips if I'm busy with my makeup. This is my husband's fragrance, and so is this. I do tidy this up and it does get dusted once a week, so that is quite clean. And then I keep my watches, as if you know me, you've seen this. I keep my watches underneath this mirror. So let's quickly go through the drawers. The bottom drawer is my sunglasses. I think I've acquired 1 or 2 more pairs, but I do keep them in here and I don't add. This is just another bag for glasses or sunglasses, and I always just keep it here because I like to, if I do put my glasses in my handbag, I like to keep them protected. These are just 2 spare makeup sponges. I've put them in here because there's not much space in the other drawers. In this drawer, I think possibly the only thing I've added since I did my clear out is this palette. This is a palette that I bought sometime in December. These are the colors, very similar to what I always buy, but these were the 4 colors that I chose. In the center drawer, I have my highlighters and my bronzers and my blushes on this side, and then also my powders. And then I haven't added anything. These 2 makeup sponges I'm actually going to take out because I never ever use them, and I've never used this one. In here you can see my foundations. I think there's only one that is finished since I did my makeup clear out. My Artistry foundation is finished and that is not in here any longer. But the new one that I did purchase to replace that was this Estee Lauder Double Wear, which I absolutely love. Obviously my under eye concealer that I've been using from Lancome, I love that. I also use the Unique Touch Skin Perfecting Mineral Concealer. I love that. And then these concealers I don't really use, so I'm actually going to take them out. This isn't supposed to be a makeup clear out, but I don't use these, so I'm going to get rid of them. Let's see my jewelry drawer. I don't think I've added much since you last saw this, and it's kept quite tidy. In this drawer, I've got my makeup wipes. These are my lipsticks. And I'll be sharing one lipstick with you because at the beginning of the year I said I'm going to be buying 4 ones, and that is 1 makeup item, 1 pair of shoes, 1 accessory, and 1 piece of clothing for each month of 2019. That's the challenge I've set for myself. And then in here, the only new thing I bought was the Instaglow CC cream over here, which is supposed to minimize pores, and that I bought from the Body Shop. Yeah, I feel that I'm being very vulnerable here because I'm showing you my bathroom as it usually looks, so I'm really going to attempt to tidy up. This is my husband's sink, and his is usually much nicer than mine. He hasn't been feeling well, and he took this out of the medicine cabinet, so I'm going to actually put this back. This was part of a little gift that I bought him for Christmas and he loves it. This was a softening shaving cream that I also bought him as part of his Christmas gift, and this is his shaving brush that he's had for many years. So I'll show you how and where I put that away. So underneath the sink we each have one of these baskets, and you can see that his is not very full and overflowing. It's just mostly deodorants, and they don't stand very well in here because this basket, because it's a grass basket, I'm just going to lay it down. I'm just going to place them in here. You can't see that because the towel hangs in front of it, and then I'm just going to put that underneath there. So his is quite easy to keep tidy and clean. He has a pump. It looks very feminine. I should put it on my side. But he has a pump. You can see that this is a bit dusty. I will clean that and show you afterwards. He has a pump action hand wash there. And I was given this. It was a little gift from a friend in England, and I always just replace the soap. And this is what my shelf looks like. So I have my mirror here. This is what I'm using at night as my night cream, and then I also use a Retin-A. I'm using the 0.05. I use this in the morning and at night, the stem cell elixir. That's the first thing that I use after cleansing. My lens cleaner, it's always on here. These are just my eye gene. I replace my eye drops every month. These are serums that I've gotten from Faithful to Nature. They're sample serums that I've been gifted. When you put in an order over a certain amount, they always send you a little gift, and this was the serums. I'm actually going to throw them out because they're quite old already. They must be close to a year old, so I'm going to throw those away. This is the double lash for longer, fuller lashes from Avala. This is an empty tretinoin. This was the 0.1%. This is the serum that I get from the lady who does my facials and my Botox. And I need to replace that because the cream that I've got does not work as well as the 0.1% serum. So I'm going to throw that away because it is finished. And then I do have a vitamin C serum that I use every night, and I do have a hyaluronic acid serum. This is another one of those serums that was gifted to me from Faithful to Nature. It's quite full, so I'm going to keep this one. This is my minoxidil, and I use the 5%. I just spray this on my head every night before I go to bed. I don't use it in the morning as well. So that is basically what's on my shelf, and I'm going to be tidying that up. Oh, and behind here is just my glasses case because I change my into my glasses at night. Underneath my sink, as you pull away the towel, is a little bit of a messy situation. So I'm going to work through this and try and prop the camera up somewhere and show you what I'm going to be doing. These are just some of the plastic containers that I purchased when I started doing this, keeping my house really tidy and having a place for everything. And then going in here, this is something I'm just going to quickly work through here and not explain too much because that's just going to make this very, very boring. Let me show you what I'm throwing away. That is all the stuff that I'm just going to throw away. And then in here, this was a new brush that I bought. It actually massages my scalp nicely. This is my normal brush that I use. This is my comb. And then these are just some hair products in here. And I always leave my dental floss in here because when I put it out, somehow my granddaughter gets hold of it. That didn't take too long and it's sorted. This is my basket that sits underneath my my sink in my bathroom, and it is a little fuller than my husband's, as you can see. I'm basically going to use the same principle as I did when clearing the plastic box. This is my throwaway pile from the plastic box, so I'm just going to add stuff to here. Don't know if you can see it properly. I think I might just move you slightly. So this is the throwaway pile. This is what I'm keeping. I'm going to work through it quite quickly. Okay, so this is what the finished basket looks like, and it is much less than it was, which always makes me feel so much lighter. I don't know what that is. Just going to tidy this shelf, so I'm just going to take everything off. I'm going to put these in my husband's basket below the sink. Put our toothbrushes there. This is my little granddaughter's. We keep one in our bathroom. Her mum keeps one in hers. This is my husband's shelf, by the way. His shaving gel and his deodorant, he always keeps one out here. So that definitely looks better and less cluttered. So I'm just going to pack everything off. So my glasses are always put behind my mirror. I've just given the mirror a little wipe down, so I'm putting that there. This is my bath, and it's not too cluttered or crowded. This is my pumice stone and my sponge, and then obviously a candle, and then this is what I have to sort through. So I've taken everything out of the basket. Here is the basket. It looks nasty, so I'm just going to give it a quick clean. So that's a body scrub product that I've just started with. Trying to tell you everything, I keep forgetting to film. This is something that you put on the bottom of your feet that exfoliates the dead skins. This is just a little bit of product left, probably enough for one more bath. I just like the container, so I think I might use that tonight when I bath, and then I'm going to wash out and keep the container because I just think it's so pretty. polish products. I took everything out and I've gotten rid of quite a few things, as you can see in the bin over here. So I'm quite happy with it. It's perfectly clean now and my bath looks much better. So the next thing I'm going to tackle is this shelf, the external shelf, and I don't think there's much to do here because it's not too untidy, but I will show you what it looks like when it's finished. I emptied the shelf. It had a few little bits and bobs in it. And what I've done is in the top corner, I've just added my candles in front. I've put all my bath products, like my bath bombs and fizzes, into that little box over here. This has my soaps in it. Let me show you. So there's just a whole lot of soaps in here. And then that was at the bottom, and it's just got my tissues in there, so I've just put that behind where the soaps go. I just think it looks a little bit neater like that. This one has some of my jewelry. This is my Pandora bracelets. And I've just put some jewelry boxes in the back here. So that's just a pretty holder to hold some stuff. My candle over there, and that is at the back is my body lotions. At the top here, I've got my towels and my bath mats. These are just the hand towels and the extra bath mats. This is also jewelry, and I've just got a pair of scissors over here. There are my face cloths. All my hair products were over here, so I've taken the hair products and I've put them down in this shelf below, which I think works. It just makes it a lot easier to see what I'm working with. And then I've just put my 2 deodorants there. I've got a stick deodorant and a spray deodorant. And now I'm going to tackle this cupboard. Oh my goodness. So I'm just going to make piles, and I'm going to work at packing the piles away when I'm finished. So let me just explain a little bit of what I've done here. I've got all my nail polishes and buffers and everything, so I keep that in there. In here I've got all the essential oils, and in here I have these sachets. It's like a little envelope that somebody made for me. It's quite pretty, and I just put the scented sachets in there. I've got some treatment for the doggies at the back there. I've got all my sun products there, my self tan and sun lotions. I've put all the toothpastes here. My husband went and bought a whole lot of toothbrushes and toothpaste. I have no idea why. I'm just going to pop these lenses in the back here. Right at the back I've got the Shoal heel tool that takes off the dead skin from your heels. In here I have my jewelry, my traveling jewelry case, and then I have my derma roller. At the bottom I've just got 2 toiletry bags that I've sort of squashed down there, and that is this basket. And then I've just kept my cleaning products and my mosquito spray on this side. And then over here I've taken out everything else. I'm going to put the lint rollers in here as well. I'm just going to pop them behind there by the Shoal foot scrub. And then I'm going to get sorting with all of our medicines. You would think that we're a very ill family, and we're actually not. But my husband likes to be prepared. So I'm going to go through all of this and just check what can be discarded, what is expired. So my bin is overflowing with expired medication and empty boxes and things that I no longer need. This is what my medication looks like. Onto the other box where the liquids and the cleaning. I've got some Savlon in here. I've got all the liquids in here, so some nasal spray, and then I've also got some Elastoplast in here. And I'm going to pop these in that area at the bottom of the cupboard. I'm just going to give it a wipe. This is what it looks like now, and I honestly think that that's much more manageable. So all the medicines that I need for everyday use are here, and then the rest is easily accessible for the family. And at the bottom is the nasal sprays, etc., etc. And I did share with you this side. I put the lint rollers at the back. It still looks a little bit cluttered, but I think keeping it in the boxes just works better, and it's not going to be difficult to get to. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really feeling like I've accomplished quite a bit today. I think the bathroom looks amazing. I have thrown so much away. I hope that you will subscribe. Click on that subscribe button. Definitely give me a like if you've liked this content, and come back again. It's lovely having you here. Ciao for now.